Hi everybody, welcome back to Work Right Planner. My name is Erica and here I share my unique perspective on planning and budgeting while documenting my journey to pay off 6 figures in debt. Yes, I know I'm in a mess. But you see, I spent nearly 2 decades supporting 2 kids on a single income, and it taught me a lot, and I want to share that with you all. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss new videos. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm glad to have you with me. So if you've been following along with my last few videos, we talked about how I'd discovered my flexible spending card should have been paying for some of my medical expenses all along that I didn't realize that it would pay for. So I've been working on getting reimbursed for what I spent in 2021 because I have a crazy amount of money on my flexible card that I feel like I should have had back. So they had already sent us one payment. Well, I say us, they sent me one payment, and they have sent me another payment, which we're going to talk about today. And now in Monday's video, we talked about the best ways to kind of use your tax refund. And also in this video, we're going to make my plan for how I'm going to spend my tax money. So let's jump in this today. Okay, so the amount of this reimbursement that was deposited on the 15th was $354.03. I mean, these are not small payments, y'all. This is a big amount of money in my world, and I'm sure it would be in most of yours. So what I'm going to do is right off the top, because I have never given myself money to just blow before, and I don't really know what I'm going to do with this money, but I'm going to put $25 to myself. Now, as any time that I have extra money, I'm going to look at my variable income budget just to see if I've got anything that hasn't been covered yet, or that needs to be covered with some expediency to get myself back on track with where I should be for the current year. So I'm going to flip open, and we have $23 left in eating out that we need to cover, and then all of these. So we're going to see how much of this that we can cover, which we've already covered quite a bit of this, more than half. So I would say we're going to be able to cover all of these. So I'm going to move all of this information over here where we're budgeting this FSA reimbursement, and we'll see how much we've got left. Okay, so bear with me for just a moment. Good gracious, you guys, we have managed to cover everything that should have been paid or should have been covered for the month of February the way that the budget had fallen. So I'm just going to write 636 here because we already did that math. Everything is paid off. There are no differences. Like, y'all, I'm excited. We are off to a good start for 2022 because this is the second month in a row that we have covered everything that we needed to cover. I am so excited. I'm just going to say, I did not know that this was going to be deposited on the 15th when I got the other overtime, or we would have already done this. I just happened to catch it when I was balancing my checking account. So, yay! I didn't even put a 0 on that one. That one was $354.03. So, yeah. That is amazing. Okay, so we're going to go off of this page and back to this one so that we can get back to how we're doing all of this. We're going to total this up. So let me wake my phone up here. And it comes out to be $300. That covers my 25 and the rest of what was in the variable income budget. So we're going to subtract the 300 and that leaves us with 5403. Now, what I had considered doing was breaking down any extras after the variable income budget into what I call Murphy, which is my emergency fund. I call it Murphy because Murphy's Law says that anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and I feel like we need to prepare for that. So my Murphy fund, which is the emergency fund, will get 30-ish%. I'm going to write ish out to the side because I want the extra pennies here to go in there too. So I may, round that up and add the 3 pennies to it. On top of that, I want Debt Snowball to receive 30%. I want there to be additional sinking funds money of 30%. And then Eating Out will get the last 10% because let's just face it, not only do we have a habit of stopping, but my fiance's mother is in a nursing home, and every so often she asks us to stop and pick her up food that she likes, and we want to be able to do that for her. So, he oftentimes pays for it, but I know it would be nice if we had it in the budget. So we're going to throw a little bit extra in the Eating Out budget to just kind of put on that type of expense, or that when we stop to get her something, I can pick up something small for us. Something like that. So if we do 5403, 30% of that, which 3 of these are 30-ish%, that's 1620. So if I go upward with that and I say 17 and put the 03 on there for the Murphy, because right now my focus is on my emergency fund. So that's where the ish is going to go, the bulk of the money. So then I can do 16 for the Debt Snowball, 16 for sinking funds, and then that gives us $5 to go into Eating Out, which is not going to buy a whole lot, but hey, it's something. Okay, so what sinking funds do we want to put money toward? Easter's got 8 going in there. I think the envelope already has 5, so that'll put us at 13. Another 7 would put us at 20. So let's do, I'm going to write sinking funds over here. Let's do an additional $7 for Easter. And then we haven't put anything in the 4th of July envelope, and it's increments of 2. So let's see, we're going to do 16 minus the 7. Let's do 4th of July. It's increments of 2. So let's do $4. And then my priorities after that are wedding and the vacation fund. So let's do wedding. We'll do $3 for the wedding, and that leaves us $2 for vacation. And that means that all of our $16 is accounted for. 7, 11, 14, 16. Yes, so that's good. I'm going to total that to the 16. So that's everything for this flexible spending reimbursement. I'm just going to draw in that line there. Okay, so now I'm going to scoot this up some. We're going to look at federal tax refund. Okay, so my federal tax refund is $1,592. I know that that is not the largest refund that is going to be on the internet, but I don't have any children to claim as dependents anymore. That is a large sum of money for a single person. But I think it's because I started the Etsy shop. I'll explain more about that later, but it helped me when it came to my taxes. So we're going to go down the steps that we talked about on Monday. So the first thing is my emergency fund, which is not where I want it to be. So we're writing down Murphy because, you know, whatever can go wrong will. And I have money in the Murphy account. So I think what I'm going to do is just throw $500 at it, and we'll make it something nice and round. We've got $1,092 left. Sorry, you can't even see that. We've got $1,092 left to play with. Now, the second thing that I told you to look at was, are there any bills that you need to cover that would make your life easier as the year goes on? And really, I don't have any. My income takes care of most of my bills. It's all the miscellaneous spending that I have an issue with. So we're going to skip on to number 3, which is our sinking funds that cover needs that we know are coming. So I do have a new grandbaby coming, and I know that my daughter's going to need some help with that. So I'm going to throw $150 into the grandbaby fund. Eric turns 50 this year, and I want to make sure that I can throw him a party. So I'm going to throw $150 at that. And then, of course, Samantha's having a baby, so I need to throw some money at a baby shower. I'm going to throw $150 at that. Car repairs is something that I don't always have the money to cover. And I'm going to throw $100 into that because that's something that I have in my budget right now, but it never hurts to have extra money. The lawn maintenance, that's something I've been stressing about being able to cover. So I should throw a little bit at it. So I'm going to do $100 there. I don't even know if you guys can see this or not. How about if I'm just going to put this down right here because I keep holding it out of the way where I can see it. But okay, we've got $442 left. I do want to invest some money in the side hustle, and I'm putting this here because I'm hoping the side hustle is going to grow and become extra income. So I'm not going to throw a whole lot at it, but I will put $75. I'm going to throw money at the debt snowball, and that's going to be $156. And let's throw another $4 at July 4th. Okay, so that leaves me $207. Now let's go down to the fourth step that I told you to consider, and that was wants for your family. These are things like vacations, piano lessons, sports, things that you want for you or your family to be able to do that you don't always have the money to put toward. But you're going to actually earmark money for this right now. Now, out of those types of things, let's do the honeymoon because the increments on that are $60. And that will mean that we can actually color in one of the things for the honeymoon. So we're going to do $60. Because we're already doing the honeymoon, let's do wedding. And let's throw $50 at the wedding. We'll throw some money at this graduation trip. Let's do 40. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. We'll do new car. We'll get $2. And then, of course, I did not give myself $25 out of here to just blow, but that's because the very last category that I have is to blow the rest. And I absolutely recommend that you do consider your categories, but you have to earmark at least a little bit of it for you to just spend. Just on whatever suits your fancy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Erica, and I'm going to give myself my $25, and that leaves me $30, and I'm going to, because this is where I'm a foodie, I'm going to put $30 into eating out. And taking that $30 off brings us down to zero, which means I have allotted all of the money for this. So I might actually need 2 of these this time around. Luckily, I have a stack of them. let's go through and, okay, so for me, I've got 25 and 25, so that's going to be 50, which I'll take out as 2 20s and a 10. We want eat out. Eat out is going to be 23, 5, and 30. So we're going to have $58 in eating out. So 40, 50, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, that spending money technically goes here. Okay, so that should be 67 then, which means this should be 3, this should be 0, this should be 1, and this should be 2. Okay, car repair stays in my bank account. Anniversary, sorry about that. It occurred to me that I had it way too far up there for you to be able to see what was going on down here. So, anniversary, since now you can see, I'm going to do 40. It looks like just 40. Well, that's going to be 2 20s. Let me rewrite this. I've made a hot mess. That looks much better, doesn't it? We'll just get this one out of the way because it's a hot mess. Okay. Grandbabies is going to stay in the bank account. Birthdays will stay in the bank account for now. I might end up making an envelope for this later. If I do, I'll just bring it out of where I've got it in the bank account. Easter. Easter is going to have 8, 7. Okay, just 8 and 7. So we've got 15. Got a 10 and a 5. Mother's Day. So Mother's Day has 10 and nothing else. So we're going to do 10 and we need a 10. Father's Day is getting 7. So that's a 5 and 2 1s. The planner will also get 7, which is a 5 and 2 1s. Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year. Is only going to get the $81 for right now, which is a big deal for me because normally I fund all of Christmas out of this, but this year I'm going to try to do it as we go. Hopefully it works out. Thanksgiving is 11. That's going to be a 10 and a 1. Halloween, which is going to be 3. New Year's Eve only has the 5. July 4th has 4 and 4. So he's going to get 8. That is a 5 and 3 1s. Okay, got to bring out another one because I've got so much going on today. Okay, so we've got wedding. Wedding is getting 3 and 50. Not that I didn't know how to add that. 53. So 2 20s, a 10, 3 1s. Y'all, does anyone else hate counting 50s? I'm avoiding the 50s like the plague. I'm just saying. Okay, so that was wedding. And then vacation is getting 2 and 40. So we've got 42. So that's 2 20s, 2 1s. And then we've got lawn maintenance of 100. And I'm going to do that as 5 20s because I don't want to pay this guy with $100 all at once. I don't know if he'll have change. So I do want to have a bunch of 20s. The rest of these are going to be in the account. So honeymoon, $60. And new car is $2. Okay, let's add all of this up, shall we? $569. So we need, count this up real quick. 3 and 4 is 7, 11, 13, 15, 23. Is that right? 5, 7, 11, 13, 15, 23. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, and 4 is 9, 10, 14, 17, 24. Okay, so we need $569, and we need that to be 23 20s. We need it to be 5 10s, which is 50. We need 7 5s, which is 35, and we need 24 1s. That comes out to be $569. Okay, we should be good to go. I'm going to go and get some cash from the bank, and I will be right